thanks to Steve Lane, I finally got around to putting my Class A hybrid amp in a case. I've been working on this on and off for like 6 years almost, and I've never really put it in a case. So now I did, and it's still a bit like a test platform. I mean, it's built with MDF inside, so I can easily mod things and stuff. And also, if you wonder about the random noise that you may hear, it's a high-pitched whine. There's a xenon light here for automotive use that I use as a ghetto video light. It's rather bright actually. It's a 35 watt from BMW. But anyways, right, here's the amp. Get a should I say terminal cup with a line filter on it. 24 volt-ish, about 10 amp main transformer for the power amp. Bridge rectifier, a 1/4 farad of main filtering, almost 1/4 farad. We got a cooling fan here. It's sucking in air through the back of the case, blowing it over the transformers, the rectifier tube, and around here it goes past the heat sinks and then out. And here's the transformer for the tube stuff, and also this part here, and a little 7805 5V regulator to power the fan, and also the power on light. And I did cheat a little and use a switch mode power supply here for the heater in the preamp tube that you can see down here. I only used one tube on this, it seems to be plenty. As a relay there for the speaker cutoff, so I can basically, when I start it, it doesn't engage the speaker output. It runs through this little tiny dummy load here, so I can bias the amp without having any speaker hooked up. Whoa, okay, that was hard. Shit. And I did use a smaller transformer here for the choke, for the anode supply. Got a pre-filter cap before the choke. There's the choke, and then underneath the power amp we got the 4 Nichicon caps for the anode. Here is the ass end of the tube preamp, and here is the current source for the power amp and the power amp itself. So it's very simple, not much to it really. It's just really fucking heavy. This is about 20 plus kilos. And we got a front panel here. You got power switch, 2 amp fuse, power on lights, volume control, audio in, ground, positive speaker out. This voltmeter is only used for the bias, which you want around 14.5 volts. And an amp meter, it's drawing about 3 amps. This button that says reset, that's the well, basically speaker activation button. And here's the bias. This is a coarse bias adjustment and fine bias adjustment. I have to change that because the fine doesn't really do much. Because the coarse adjustment is a 100k pot, and this is just a 150 ohm pot. So I have to put like a 2k or something there to get it to do anything. But yeah, let's see if we can somehow hook this up. I'm gonna lay you here for the moment, because I was lazy enough and really stupid to not use a tripod. So I will slide this into the case. It's quite a nice case actually. It's basically a subframe that you put in a box. So, yep, that's off. Let's plug that in. We want some audio, I suppose. Chuck that in there. And the speakers, this is just a little temporary, just a test setup. It's not shorted, that's good. Usually helps. Plonk this on. Yep. And now comes the fun part of biasing this. There we go. Let's see, we pull this down and the bias comes up. About 14.5. Activate the speakers. Bias drops. We adjust that, and it's a pain in the ass to bias. And also one little downside with this is that with the forced cooling from the fan, when I really floor the amp, I suck so much power from the transistors or the amp itself, so the heatsinks are cooling down, causing the bias to drop. That's not a huge deal. So let's see if we can. I'll just take something here. Yeah, that'll do. Random shit. Runs really well, actually. It's a bit sharp in the treble now because I have to adjust the EQ in the player, but that's not a real issue. It's silly loud. And if you wonder about those vents, here is where it sucks in, and here is where it blows out. So the heatsinks are basically sitting. Let's see if we can see that. Probably not. A little. The heatsinks in the top, and the bottom is, well, other stuff. So, oh, the bias is running away here. There we go. It's a bit tricky. You have to adjust it for like 20 minutes until it's thermally stabilized. But yeah, it does work, and that's it. I suppose I can give Steve Lane a shout out too. A really nice guy. Doing various things like high voltage, high energy stuff, and yeah, just various fun things, I suppose. So yeah, holy shit, over 7 minutes, that's not too common for my videos to be that long. Wow, I think I'm tired, I'm just rambling on about shit here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you have one that you want to post. That didn't make much sense, but anyways, thanks for watching, and be safe. Take care and all that jazz. Yeah. Bye.